What's up, guys? We're back with another post-match show here today on the What the Chuck podcast, and this time we're talking some men's soccer for your TVCC Chuckers, and they just got done with their NWAC friendly today up in, I believe, Tukwila, just like what the women's soccer team, where they participated today as well. And yeah, Tukwila, Washington. So they were in the same place, participating in kind of this NWAC friendly sort of competition. And what your men's soccer team did today was they played Klamath Community College today, and they tied 0-0. I know that doesn't seem like the most sort of result for a soccer match today, but we got the tie. We didn't necessarily lose, which is pretty sweet to start off the season. So let's get started talking about some statistics here for what happened today for the TVCC Chuckers on the men's soccer side. So for the team today, here are statistics. So you got Paul Kessler. He had 0 shots on goal, 0 goals, and 0 assists. Tristan Howell had 0-0-0-0. Played a factor in different aspects of the game today. Juan David Diaz Cardenas, he had a pretty interesting game statistically, where he had 3 shots on goal. None of them, unfortunately, went in, but provided some positive offensive threat there. Jaden Garcia, another one of these players that contributed to the team in a different factor that doesn't go with offensive statistics today. 0 goals, 0 assists, etc., etc. Santino Antrim, same sort of deal as well. Ito Durat, your only transfer on the team this year from Wisconsin Lutheran College, he had a total number of 2 shots on goal. None of them, unfortunately, went in. Christian Almanza, 1 shot on goal. Rodolfo Vera contributed in a different way. Carlos Beltran contributed in also a different way as well. Said Quevedo, Victor Rivera, Alan Macias, Alvaro Espinoza, Roman Ramirez, all of those specific individuals contributed in a different fashion today for your Chucker men's soccer team. Yuli Soria, he had 1 shot on goal, didn't go in. And to wrap up your team statistics today for the match against Klamath, Evan Hatterley had 2 shots on goal, unfortunately didn't go in. So to recap this little portion of statistics here for today's matchup, there were a pretty good sized number of shots on goal, but unfortunately none of them went in. So a pretty good offensive threat going on. And that's the same on Klamath's side as well. Looking at their statistics, they had a decent number of shots on goal. Just unfortunately the buckets were falling, the goals were not going in this case. Goalie wise, Alvaro Espinoza, your Chucker goalie this year in 2026, faced 9 shots on goal and 9 saves. Very impressive for your goalie today. So there is a very big positive for the Chucks today. On the Klamath side, very impressive as well. They had 2 goalies that played today. Danner Osborne and Angel Cervantes. 4 saves for Osborne, 3 saves for Cervantes. One played one half and the other played another half, so 2 goalies for Klamath today. So get a lot of offensive threat. The soccer balls were just not going in the goal. A negative point for today's matchup, though, is the penalty summary is bigger than what I'd like it to be. We had a couple of yellow cards. First of all, Klamath had themselves a yellow card about 21 minutes within the match. Yellow card went to Michael Rulis. And your Chuckers had 2 yellow cards. About 58 minutes in the game, a yellow card was given to Juan David Diaz Cardenas. And around 80 minutes in the game, about the end of the game, a card was given to Saeed Quevedo. That is not where I want to get statistically. 2 yellow cards. I'd like to have no yellow cards, obviously. Mistakes prove to not be the best factor for success, but that is the actuality for today. Shots-wise, your Chuckers had 13 shots in the first period and 13 shots in the second period. Total of 26 shots on the day, while Klamath had 9 and 9 with a total of 18. So we won the shots category for today. Saves-wise, we tied. We both have 7 total saves. We both had 3 total saves in the first period, and we both had 4 total saves in the second period of play. Corner kicks. 1 for us in the first, 1 for us in the second, with a total of 2. Klamath had 2 in the first and 3 in the second period for a total of 5. So they won the corner kicks margin there. Foul-wise, based on fouls, mistakes that were committed, we actually won the competition there for today. I really like that actuality, just looking at the statistics. 4 fouls in the first period and 4 fouls in the second period for a total of 8 for your Chuckers today. 4 in the first period for Klamath, 5 in the second period. So an 8-9 comparison there. Game information, if you want that statistic, that clarification, actuality there. The game was obviously played today on August 18th, 2026. The clock started at 9 o'clock a.m., and it was also in Tukwila, Washington. An hour and 30 minutes of play. There you have it for your men's soccer match today. Earlier on today, we recapped the women's soccer 10-0 win against the Shoreline Dolphins, and we are now we are talking about the men's soccer, obviously, against Klamath Community College, a 0-0 tie. Overall, the offensive threat seems to be there, seems to be an actuality. Just soccer balls were not going in the goal. We were not producing the kind of result that we want, but that is okay. We did not lose the match. We tied, which ties are interesting. You can feel your own way about it, but in my vision, ties lead towards more success than they lead towards failure. If you're losing, obviously you're going to be going towards the failure category. A losing category, a losing season. If you're winning, obviously you're going through a winning standpoint. You're doing what you need to do. Ties are interesting. Ties, you can implement different actualities, different sort of situational stuff when it comes to soccer and just sports in general. But looking at these statistics here, again, if you want to look at these statistics yourself, be sure to check out the official Northwest Athletic Conference website and just go to men's soccer and you'll find it there. Just go to TVCC under the East Region category. But based on these statistics, a tie we're heading towards the right direction for Chucker men's soccer, which I really like to see, and I'm excited to experience this journey where we can get where we need to be. Might take a minute, but I believe we're gonna get there. So that'll do it tonight. Chuckers tie against Klamath 0-0 today in their first NWAC friendly match up in Tukwila, Washington. Tomorrow they are actually going up against another opponent. Let me see what they got. Their second NWAC friendly tomorrow is going to be played at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time against Portland Community College. Again, obviously in Tukwila, to wrap up their NWAC friendlies portion of the 2026 season. And then I believe they will be back home by Wednesday, the 9th of September. They're going to play a scrimmage before that, but that's okay. That doesn't go towards their permanent record for 2026. They'll be back in September when they start off East Region play against the Columbia Basin Hawks. But thank you so much for listening or watching to this show. Tonight, Chuckers tie Klamath 0-0. Be sure to check out tomorrow's where they play Portland and the women's soccer team as well. They are going up against their second opponent tomorrow morning, and we will recap both of them. Let's go. Go Chucks.